Hello guys, MikuChibi here. Welcome back to Sword on the Factor. And before I start reviewing this banner, I just want to mention about the link skill. If you're wondering where is the link skill guide or where is the link banner review, don't worry, they will be out tomorrow. Just that I've been prioritizing the other stuff that I mostly focus more than the Sword on the Factor. So sorry for the delay. Is that I have been just prioritizing the other stuff. So the link guide and the link banner view will be out tomorrow. So sorry for the delay. Anyway, let's start with the news banner, the Kills Evolution. And you can see it's a step-up banner with 3 steps, where step 1 50% off, step 2 breaker price, and step 3 a guaranteed random 4-star, not guaranteed featured. And we have this one here, the scam 6% drop rate, definitely a bait. Now we have two new skills, Yuuki and Koharu. You can see that Yuuki is a new sword full burst that is water element. Harness Chaos Yuuki and a new chain skill Koharu. Severing the Chaos Vortex is a dagger chain skill, very nice. And the duration of this banner is till the 31st of December, so last day of December, the last month until we reach 2026. So you have roughly 3 to 4 weeks to decide if you want to pull on this banner or not, so that is a pretty good duration. And the first skill we're going to take a look is Yuuki. You can see it's a sword skill, Aqua V square skill animation for SP, slash and water, 50-second cooltime, 3-2 switch game for the breakage, not bad. Now, when you use it normally, you will deal 2400% damage for each single target, enhanced defense 4, defense plus 50% for 50 seconds, and water element enhanced, water element damage plus 9% for 50 seconds, not bad. And if you want to activate the burst, you will have to do water slash wind. But if you limit the skill to plus 10, you are removing the sequence and only need to do water slash. So hopefully you do have many sword skill that is water element or any dagger. As long as you can activate it, it should be really easy. If you don't have that and you have it on other weapon, for example, you have it on rapier where you have many water skill, then you can do like water rapier twice. And if you have a rapier slash, you can also do that. Otherwise, you can switch back to your sword skill, then use a normal sword, and then you should be able to activate it. So there are some different alternatives. As long as you have many water skill, it should be easy to activate this one. When you activate the full burst, you will deal 5800% damage for each single target, which is pretty good. This is probably one of the strongest full bursts out there right now. That is water. If you want to compare it to other one we have, for example, we have the Chase Kirito, the rabbit one. That one spread all, I believe it's like 2 years old, maybe. It has lower multiplier, so this one is much stronger than the Kirito, but Kirito's tail can be really useful. And if you compare it to Burst, I believe we have 80s, that is a Burst water sword. I believe it also have a low multiplier, so this Yuuki gonna be one of the strongest full burst water sword that we have in game right now, and should be really useful for any Starch Water content. And for the bonus, you have your own attack increased by defense times 2. So the more defense you have, the more attack the skill will get. So that's gonna be really good. And when you equip into more kit skill in the same set, damage done to enemy weak to slashing plus 100. That is also really nice. So as long as you have 2 crit skill in the same set, you should be dealing a lot more damage. And also, water element damage increased by times 0.5 the number of frostbite stacks when the player is afflicted with frostbite status element. This is kind of tricky. This is for special player that can play around frostbite on themselves. If you can't do that, then you don't need to worry about it. You can just ignore this last bonus and only need to focus on the first one and the second one, and you should be good to go. This is meant for those that want to focus on water element or try to min-max the damage where they have frostbite on themselves. When you activate full burst, you won't consume any speed, so pretty good. So Yuuki gonna be one of the strongest full burst water element in the game for slash content. We have, for example, the new floor 89, that is weak to slash and water. For chapter 1, we do have Lundgren. If you're farming Rosso, that one is weak to slash and water. For other content, for example, Chaos Showdown, we have we have the Wyram, level 215, that is weak to slash and water. You can also use there. For underground, we have the Kobold on B3 level. If you want to farm for Ferment Shield or any releaser there, it should be good. If we have Yuuki, if we do have Yuuki that is weak to slash of water, Yuuki gonna be really great if you want to mix max the damage. So Yuuki will be one of the strongest so far in the game until they're gonna release a new version that is also water. which will take a while, like maybe 6 months from now or maybe a year. It really depends. So if you manage to get this Yuuki, you have one of the strongest full burst water element for sword, one of the strongest, and gonna be really useful for any content that is weak to slash and water. Next one, we have Severing of the Chaos Vortex Koharu. It's a direct skill with Aqua Descent skill animation, 26 SP, slash and water, 40-second cooltime, 60 switch gate, and 29 break gauge. Not the best. The same goes for switch gate. I wish it was a little bit higher. It does 2170% damage to its single target, Aqua Pal water element damage 1% per stack, 3 stack for 20 seconds, and if you're using this on switch, you're gaining 9 stack instead of 3. So gonna be a really nice support skill, especially if you're running a water dagger set. And when you activate the chain, you are gaining 50% water element damage when you use the water skill, and 1000 attack while the buff raise water damage is in effect. So this one gonna be a nice support skill for dagger if you're running a dagger water set. Otherwise, if you already have a dagger chain, you don't need this one unless you want to mid-max your damage dagger water set. Then definitely want this one. So 2 really good skill, 1 really good support skill, and 1 really good DPS skill, especially for any slash water content. Let's see here. Harmless Chaos Yuuki is a sword skill with higher damage multiplier increase after limb breaking. Definitely worth the limb break, definitely worth it if you want to maximize the damage, if you want to reach the 5800. Definitely worth the limb break, and you also will be removing this sequence, so it should be easier to activate this one. And the drop rate for this one is pretty bad. 0.65, not best. I mean, they're probably the one of the highest, but if you look on set 3, you will see that you have pretty low chance to get the future. You have roughly 22% chance to get the future and 78% chance to get non-future. So you have to keep that in mind. So now the question is this banner worth to summon on? Well, it really depends what you have and what you need. And you can also see it's a 3-step banner, and 3-step banner is one of the riskier banner because it's not guaranteed to have yet one of the featured. So you have to gamble a lot. You have to spend a lot of con gems to get the one of featured, unless you're really lucky. Maybe get this Yuuki on step 1. Then you pretty much can skip the rest of the step. So it is up to you. If you really want this Yuuki for your sword build for any slash war content, then I would say yes, definitely worth it if you manage to get Yuuki. If you do like 6 rotation and do not get Yuuki or Koharu, well, at least you tried, I guess. There's a risk where you won't manage to get the both featured even though you spend like 6 rotation. That is the gacha, that is the life. If you're a new player, should you pull on this one? I mean, it is really good. If you can reroll for it, then it's definitely worth it. Is that water element is one of the hardest to build unless you have many sword skills that is water focused, then it's definitely worth to summon on or try to reroll for. But if you manage to get a lot of water skills, then definitely worth summon on. One of the strongest, you can use it for any slash water content. Even use it for KO Showdown, the dragon worm that is level 215. You can use that as well. Use that, it do require some other stuff that you really need. So I would say this one is only worth if you want the bow featured and you want to reach your card gem, then go ahead. I wish you good luck. Other than that, if you're currently happy with your current build where you have SPS or MR Yuuki, then you can pretty much ignore this one. Only pull this banner if you really want this Yuuki for your sword build or Koharu for your dagger build. And just keep in mind, it's kind of risky. It's a 3-step banner where you're not even guaranteed to get one of the featured. For new players, if you really like sword and you want this Yuuki for any slash water content, go ahead. If you're rerolling, make sure to reroll for Yuuki. It should be a really good one if you have many water skills to be able to activate the skill. Other than that, will I pull on this banner? Not really. I can't really use the Yuuki full potential because I don't have engrave that works pretty well, because Yuuki do need 2 Kirito and I have the age engrave where it requires to have no Kirito in the same set. And Koharu, I will have a chain dagger, so I don't really need this one, so I will be skipping this banner. Even though they are really good, really strong, is that I can't use them full potential. But that is me. If you have the skill to able to support both Yuuki and Koharu, then definitely worth it. Otherwise, you can also save your con gems and wait for future banner. For example, we do have Christmas and New Year. They might have some really good skills. Who knows? Anyway, that is for me. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Take care now, and bye-bye.